It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And up next is Darius Slay. He does more than cover and is now up to a 50-tackle season. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt. Yeah. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Hurts now from the gun. That throw behind his intended target.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On third down, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to run for it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Now on fourth down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And leading them out from Central Michigan, an undrafted free agent back in 2017, and still here, it's Cooper Rush.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's Rush to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Pretty clear here by these two play calls. The offense, they wanted to attack this secondary in the passing game. But this defense, well, they more than respond. It's got them in great shape to make a stand right here on third down and finish off a brisk 3-and-out to begin the game.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. To the air with Rush. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Picked up at the 38. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Eagles will take possession. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Brushes him off with ease. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Slot receiver headed left. From the 46. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 on that game. And that's a Philadelphia first down. From the pistol, Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Malik Hooker with the tackle. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 37-yard line.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He's got Devontae Smith. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Motioning him from the slot right. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. The throw is caught. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
A play fake now Hurts to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Brown. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles go up 6-0 here in the first. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throw complete to Lamb. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Rush looking to pass. Looking right, and he finds him. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here's Rush. It's caught, Ferguson. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll throw it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Second and 3 now. Running back sent in motion. From the 32. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Throwing, Rush. Got Lamb, and it's complete. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Rush now. It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
From the red zone now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So 2nd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. Ferguson's got it, complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And you can see he's valued well beyond his work just as a runner. He's leading NFL backs in receiving touchdowns late in this season. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. This finds Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Brown on the inside give. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Malik Hooker with the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
1st down throwing for Hurts. That's Smith on the slant. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. Stiff arm success. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Pass complete to Campbell.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Campbell hauls it in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Brown has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles now lead by 10. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Rush now to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Zach Bond with the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here's Rush to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on 1st down. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And it's going to be 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Rush. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's a handoff up the gut. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This 42 yards from the right hash. Gay's kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Smith on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. On first down, Hurts completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Hurts throwing again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
He'll throw it yet again. He completes it in traffic. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They motion Dotson over left. Throwing from the gun. Flush down now to his left. Now he takes it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. We're at halftime here in Philadelphia, and the Eagles have soared to a lead at the break. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the Bears who pick up the victory at home. DeAndre Swift, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. On the return, here's Rico Dowdle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate,
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles take over on his 5th interception of the season. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
16 at the 27-yard line.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still second down.
Offense to the line for second down. Trying again, following the sack. Finds him over the middle. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. Third down coming. Back to throw, Hurts. This finds Smith. Running in the red zone. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
9 yards the effort there, and it'll be second and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Second and goal, it's an option to the left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Hurts now on third and goal. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on third down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal.
So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And it's now a two-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Dowdle now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Second and 10 now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Still sticking with the passing game. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they bring him down around the 34. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 28. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Rush now to throw. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, this is one of those times and moments that even though it's been years and decades, I could still hear the great Mike Holmgren saying to me, after I tried to scramble as a QB that couldn't really run like our guy today, and he would say, "Oh, Brock, bless your heart. Oh, bless your heart." And really what he's saying is, don't ever try that again.
And he missed it. It's no good. And it stays a 2-possession game at an 11-point margin.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. First down throwing for Hurts. Campbell hauls it in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Into the hands of Campbell. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Short side option here, he's running left. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Roll it. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Dowdle now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. It's taken in by Lamb. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Rush. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Throwing, Rush. Complete out to the right. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. On first down, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Hurts trying again on second down. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On third down, it's Hurts. He puts some power on a deep one left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Cowboys will be backed up to begin the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. This is the end of the third quarter. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. They've got first down from the 31. Now we're on the counter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Lamb's got it on the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. The drive picks up here, first and 10. Here's Rush. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 47. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll run here on first down. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. To the air with Rush. Hits him on the in route. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Option design here. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to the well again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Gay's kick is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. It's Dotson on the catch. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Taken in by Smith. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Now Hurts. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Hits his running back. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All set up now for 1st and 10. A give now to Brown. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Dowdle now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 27. Ferguson's got it. Complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing from the gun here. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles take over on his 5th interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Going with Brown on the ground. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll run again with Brown. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles getting closer to their 13th win of the season. To the air, 3rd and long. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles put up even more points in a win. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Dowdle now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 32. pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Got to figure out this third down here. Rush now. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Rush looking to pass. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Rush now to throw. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Desperation time here on 4th. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And with just a lone timeout remaining across the field, they're going to be able to run out this clock on the victory. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.